Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message that I received, and the message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story? First time sending my confession here. I want to know, if I sacrifice my mother to the Coven, will I be a bad person? When there is going to be a new moon, I was told before I reach 20, I am supposed to sacrifice my own mom. So I am staying here in the UK. I am 19. We live, I'll say, in Leeds, and my mom is from Zim. She was born and raised in that country, and she came here before I was born. So most of the people, they don't even know that this is what I have been doing from a very young age. I was always fascinated by the things that are of the spirit. If only people knew that I'm not just a smart, quiet girl. If they knew the things that we do in the shadows, the blood that we have sacrificed on the streets, and after that, people stabbing each other, the secrets, the cats that we have killed, some of the altars that we have created so that people can never have peace in their lives, people to have diseases like anxiety and other types of illnesses. That is what I have been doing since I was 15, because I just wanted to experience that which is spiritual. This is how it all began. I was 15 when I joined a Wiccan Coven, which is based in West Yorkshire. I met them through a girl that was going to the same school where I was going to. She was someone that was always standing out. She wore black lipstick and always had crow feathers in her bag. At first, when I started being friends with her, I felt so weird because she had been bullied by this other boy, and then that boy fell so sick, developed rash over his body, and then we started to become friends, and then she would show me all of those things that she would be having in her bag. I just thought that maybe it was someone that was just reacting to the bullying that she was facing at school, just pretending as if she is a bad witch. So she started teaching me, like lighting candles, meditating, and we would talk about herbs and the moon. But by the time that I had turned 16, we were doing deep work, ancestral chants, blood binding, astral travel. I was the youngest in the group and the only one of an African descent. One of the high priestess once told me that I carry the blood of an old magic, something untouched, and my roots, they are very powerful. And indeed, I made a research, asked my mom to ask her relatives back in Zim so many questions, and then later on she discovered that my grandmother, she was a traditional healer. So it is already in my blood, even though my mom, she goes to church. By the time that I was 17, we did a ritual at midnight near a frozen lake. We formed what we call a blood bond, each cutting our finger and placing it on a piece of a stone, and then we threw it into the river. I remember trembling as I said the vow, by blood and spirit I serve until death, unless released by the circle. Then she handed me a black kitten. She said, this is your familiar. When it dies, your soul returns to earth. I named that kitten name Hidden. Apologies for I cannot tell you the name of the cat. This cat, it can die, but still it can return back to earth, and each and every time when it returns back to earth, it returns with another spirit being of a witch that lived a very long time ago. So this year, I've been told that I am approaching the shift. Every girl in the Coven has to give a blood offering just before she turns 20. Not an animal, not a symbolic one. A human being is supposed to die like real death. Death has to visit my family. I was told this is the way that we complete the cycle. If we do not offer the blood, then it means that I will start to lose myself, such that I can even get addicted to simple things. There are many days when I lock myself up in my room. I even attempted to cut myself. I told my friend and she said, "It has begun. You need to prepare. Your mom has to die." For I was told that my mom is the one who is supposed to die so that I stop seeing things. There was one day when I saw a little man that was hanging upside down from the ceiling. I could not scream. I could not do anything. I just watched it, for I knew that the gates of hell have been opened. And if I do not respond, if I do not offer my mom to the gates of hell, then these little demons that I see now, they are going to attack me and cause me to have severe addictions, like cutting myself with sharp objects, mainly a razor blade. So this is what I have to do. My mom does not know that this is what I am. She still forces me to pray Our Father each and every night who are in heaven, and she does not even know that it makes me to feel so angry when she forces me to say that prayer. And by the time that she says amen, I'll be so done with her. She thinks that I am just a teenager who is going through a teenage phase. She does not know that I have eaten meat soaked even in menstrual blood before. She does not know that I have made love to my boyfriend at the graveyard whilst we were invoking the spirits of the witches of London of old. She does not know that I see some things that she can't even imagine. She raised me alone, no dad, no aunties, just her. And it was only her and her prayers. And yet I have dreamt of her being on top of the altar. I have even imagined that if it was allowed, I will hang her. I will put a rope around her neck and stab her so that the blood can fall straight into the altar. If it was allowed, I could have done it. I have witnessed my mom praying each and every night, for she has started to see things in her dreams, things that she cannot understand. Sleep paralysis is now affecting her. There are some of my friends that visit her at night. Sometimes I leave the door open, wide open, late at night when my mom would have gone to bed, for I know that some of my friends will come visiting my mother like demons in the dark. They visit her, they leave their bodies and project themselves and stand around her bed. She sees them, but she can't see their faces clearly. All that she sees is dark shadows that will be surrounding her bed. There are many nights that I have woken up, for I cannot do astral projection inside of our home because of some of her silly prayers. I do open her bedroom when she is being tormented by the demon of sleep paralysis, for a demon that causes sleep paralysis feeds on the fear that you feel when you think that you are about to die. There is an energy, a spiritual energy that is released. That is why each and every time when you are having sleep paralysis, you will feel like you are about to die. Then whatever that will be grabbing you by the neck will release you just before you think that you are about to die, because it would have harvested that spiritual energy. So many nights that I have woken up, opened my mom's bedroom door, and then I'll just stand there looking at her as she is suffering from sleep paralysis. Even the demon that causes sleep paralysis can even turn its many heads and look at me and nod and smile, for I have invited it into my mother's house by using some charms and also cursing some objects in her bedroom. This is what I have done. She has whispered so many things. God help me. My child help me, when she is deep in sleep paralysis. And there are many times that I have wished for her to die so that I can be accepted into the full circle. This is my own story, and it is funny that my mom does not even know that this is what I do. She thinks that witches are only found in Africa. She does not even believe that even here where we are, witches are also to be found, and she has one witch under her roof. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Yo,